What up, people? What's good? Salute.
Yes, sir.
Yo, what's good, everybody? Salute to the tribe. We're hip hop and comics and hip hop. We're a niche channel. Reserved for the best. It's super dope. I do sell comics. Check me out on Instagram at 6th_element_comics. Yeah, because comic books are the sixth element of hip hop. Okay. What's up, y'all? It is the sixth element of hip hop. I'm your host, Reno Noir. We got several special guests might be popping in and out. Our first in the building is Sever the Bar. Sever, what's good, homie?
Yo, what's up, y'all? What's up, Noir?
Oh, I gotta tell you
what's going on with everybody.
Real quick, there's a new algorithm, a new YouTube criteria. You cannot use profanity within the first 8 seconds of the video.
Cool. Good to know. Let's get you monetized, man.
That's right. That's what I'm saying. But I think we passed that. But yeah, man. So that's a new thing they just started. 8 seconds, first 8 seconds, no profanity.
Let's get stuff monetized. Everybody knows, you know what I mean? As comic book and hip hop aficionados, ain't nothing moving but this cream. You know what I'm saying? So that's why for the viewers out there, you know what I mean? It's New Year's. Let's ring in the new year. Make that Cash App ring. You know what I'm saying? Y'all see my name? CVR the Bard 1. You know what I mean? 1. For real. Make that Cash App ring. Whether you just drop 1 or 10 or 100 or 1,000. You know what I'm saying? Just, 1.
Word.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Speaking of money and getting that bag, one of the biggest bag getters is a straight up clown, Elon Musk, the Batman 2 writer.
Whoa. You talking smack of my South African brethren? You know what I'm saying?
Elon's a goat. He's a goat. No matter what you say about him, he got the most toys. He won. That's what I'm saying. He did whatever it took. He was smart enough to get the most money, and that's what he did. That's his claim to fame. So I give him respect for that, no matter what you do say about him. But he did some silly shit recently, and he posted this picture. It was so funny. He posted this picture on Twitter, and he wrote, "Some nights," and it just got destroyed. I mean, people just ratioed him. They were like, "Nah, bro, you are not Bruce Wayne, my man."
Elon Musk is the South African Batman. You know what I'm saying? You know how they got Batman International, Batman Inc. You know what I'm saying? He repping for a spot where I could trace my ancestry. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. Like that's the South African Batman. You know what I mean? He got the toys, he got the gadgets, like we were saying. You know what I mean? He owns Twitter. You know what I mean? Like, respect Elon Musk. If he's feeling a little Bruce Wayne-ish, I don't blame him.
Okay. All right. Well, listen, he said
with Grimes, you know what I mean? Grimes is like his what's her name? His Vicky Vale. You know what I'm saying? She damn near look like Vicky Vale.
Yeah.
We know how that works out with Batman. You feel me? So yeah, you know what I mean? It's been a lonely couple of weeks for him, I'm assuming, you know what I'm saying? But hey, he got that money. Money doesn't bring you happiness, but it sure will bring you stuff that's close to that. You know what I mean? To paraphrase the podcaster Angry Man. You feel me?
And I feel him. If I had that kind of money, I feel like Bruce Wayne too. But honestly, it was just not a good time for him on Twitter after he did that. Let me say what's up to my man Cooks in the building. What's good? My co-host is here. Cooks 24. What's good, my man?
What's going on, man? What's up, Silver, man? How you doing? Y'all hear me?
I can hear you. Sever, can you hear Cooks? Okay.
I can. Everything's coming out choppy.
Oh, all right.
But it's still. Oh shoot! Look who it is. I'm pretty sure that I could put some expletives in now. So shit! Look who it is. It's Cooks. Yeah. I haven't seen you in like a year, man. The wrestling aficionado. What's up, dude?
What's up, man? What's going on? How you doing?
Straight from Bama.
Yeah.
It's good to see you.
Good to see you too, man. Can you hear me like well? Is it coming in right? Ain't no delays.
Nah, you sound perfect to me.
I can hear you now. No delays.
Well, we got another special guest It's New Year's Eve. We bringing him in. My man Al Mega in the house. What's good?
Wait, but what up, me at this? The big
What
boys
the
right here chilling.
Yo, the
What up, what up?
chief.
Salute to my man Reno. Yo,
What's
the
up
big
with it,
mighty good
nigga?
positive what's
Hey.
up. And of course, my soldier, my fellow trooper that I met this year in person. We had some Cheesecake Factory. My man Sever was popping into the community. Mucho amor, what's popping,
Yup,
kiddos?
yup. You know, you know.
Salute. Shout out to the Comic Crusaders Chief in the building. Al, man, thank you for coming through, man. Happy New Year's, my brother, my
Likewise.
mentor. Yeah, man. Y'all better know, man. Al Mega is the GOAT. That's my man. That's my mentor. He kind of put me on how to do this, man. It's straight up. That's the rock him to my
Wait
ghost
till
face.
next year. Wait till next year. I had to add some time down because of life changes.
Yeah.
It fuck with my algorithm. But my algorithm is gonna be back in place because you know you gotta make it so God willing. So I'm there. I'm ready.
I just
so watch
got
out.
over COVID my damn self. I just had COVID for like 2 weeks.
Oh
Not
man,
fun.
bro. From COVID to Novid. You're the man, bro. There we go.
That's right. We whooped it. That's right.
That's what Reno do.
That's what. But we were just talking about Elon Musk and his Twitter post of Batman. It was just funny how he said some nights and people just went in on him. I mean, I felt bad. Like they really teased the fuck out of him. I felt bad. Like they really treated. They were like, bro, they were like, no, you're not Bruce Wayne. But Elon Musk's narcissism apparently knows no bounds. But yeah, that he compared himself to Batman and tweeted the image. But in response,
just an image though. I mean, like James Gunn tweeted an image. Oh, he's making a Lobo movie. Hello, people. Lobo considers himself the main man. James Gunn was saying he's the main man. You feel me? He's not saying making a Lobo movie. It's a statement on how the character feels he is. So he's saying he Lobo, the main man, coming into DC. And now people just want to take mixed messages, blow shit up, and everybody just hating on Elon anyway. It's like Elon season.
Right, exactly. And the response has been so hilarious that the Batman 2 writer Mattson Tomlin even weighed in responding, nope. He just said nope. That's all he said. But must use
Matt Reeves. Matt Reeves said that?
No, not Matt Reeves. This was Mattson Tomlin, the Batman 2 writer. So Matt Reeves, I guess, is the director, but I guess the script writer is Mattson Tomlin for the second film.
Yo, whoever who's responsible for that first Batman film, whether it's Matt Reeves or whoever what writers he got with him, they need to maybe stay off Twitter and focus on actually making a good movie.
You're crazy. The Batman was fire. The Batman was one of the best.
Y'all check out my review for the Batman on Undercover Capes. I gave that joint 1 star, straight trash. Wow. And I went in on it. And it's not just because I wasn't riding the bandwagon. I just don't want to see Bruce Wayne being played by this corny ass Robert Pattinson trying to goth it up, like just leaning heavy into the goth aesthetics. You know what I mean? Like, don't get it twisted. I'm 11 years old, bumping My Kim. You know what I mean? Get into the Killers. I fucks with The Cure. You know what I'm saying? When I went through my divorce, I was pumping nothing but 9 Inch Nails, Smashing Pumpkins. But let's not put like, what the fuck is this, Batman? Really? Nah. No, Matt Reeves, garbage.
Nah, man. But it was a great movie. I don't care what you say. Everybody has their own opinion. But it was dope because
I like Black Adam, and anybody want to shit on that. I thought it was a fun comic book movie.
Thank you.
Ass, 80s style superhero smash. That's it. That's what we want.
That's all we cared about. It was just a fun movie. I
appreciate that. It has to have a statement. Fuck
right. It's got to have a deep story. It's Black Adam. But no, it was fun. It was a fun movie. I get what people, their issues with the script and things like that. It was fun.
Then we're gonna start getting what we get. Just make your own shit if you're gonna criticize that much, or don't watch it.
Exactly. I fuck with that. Black Adam is one of the coolest characters, man, and I was excited for the movie, and I enjoyed it. I ain't gonna front. I had a fun time watching it. But the Batman read the screenplay for Matt Reeves' take on the Cape Crusader, and because he's the fourth filmmaker, right, to introduce a new take on Batman. You had Tim Burton's 1989 version, led to 3 sequels and 3 different Batman Bruce Waynes in the same series. Christopher Nolan introduced a realistic take in Batman Begins with Christian Bale. Zack Snyder brought Ben Affleck as a more grizzled, old veteran Batman, and of course there was
That's the best Batman.
right. And the Batman, okay, originally began as a spinoff for Ben Affleck, which he might have directed. When Affleck declined, Reeves started over from scratch, and he, and co-writer Peter Craig chose to keep the Batman separate from Warner Brothers' recently established DC EU for any future plans, and focus on Wayne as a detective. So, but Wayne is in his second year patrolling the streets, as you know, and he's working with Lieutenant Gordon and doing his thing, man. And I don't know, it was just a really good take on a gritty, and I got it. Listen, I'm not even going to front. When I heard Robert Pattinson was Batman, I was done. I was off. I was turned off. I was like, there's no way. I was not down with that shit at all. And so I watched.
I can't wait for a sparkly Batman.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think anybody was really like, oh yeah, he's gonna make, nobody really thought that was gonna be the shit. But the movie ended up being great, regardless of what Sever thinks. But the Riddler is leaving messages for Batman on his targets and everything. So through the investigation, Batman explores both sides of Bruce Wayne. He's got the eccentric billionaire, the mass vigilante, and then his butler Alfred, and help him maintain his double identity. But the film also explores the lines that he will and won't cross in partnership with Selina, Catwoman. And the Batman concludes with Wayne realizing the value of Batman beyond striking fear into the hearts of criminals. And the ending also reveals another famous Gotham City villain waiting in Arkham Asylum. Production in London was interrupted by COVID lockdowns, but was able to resume after, the industry guilds developed the protocols. And HBO Max spinoff focused on Farrell's The Penguin is also in the works. But the film runs 3 hours, and Reeves and Craig's script is 129 pages. But I just wanted to let you guys know, on deadline.com, you can actually see the script, and it's really cool. I love reading movie scripts and looking at back, behind the scenes type shit. Was you about to say something, Al?
I'll be the judge of that. Send me the link.
I will send you the.
Send me the link. I'll be the judge of that.
I got
you. You know what's one good thing that Matt Reeves' universe did spawn, other than Zoe Kravitz in a Catwoman costume? We got this dope new DC Black Label book that's focused on the Riddler. It's like a precursor to the Batman that came out this year. I don't recall the title. I think it's like a 3-issue.
Is it the Batman
series,
One Bad Day?
But it's really good. Yeah, it's not One Bad Day. The One Bad Days are basically like one shots that are focused on one villain at each time. The last one that I read about was the John Ridley Penguin joint.
I know what you're talking about.
Word. Yeah, but it's a completely different Riddler book, and it's under Black Label. So I highly recommend, the viewers
the Riddler Year One
and the panel, of course, go check that out.
That's dope. That Riddler Year One is dope. But yeah,
I believe it's what it's called, Riddler Year One. Word.
Yeah, Black Label's dope. But speaking of Black Adam, that you brought up. This is crazy. So DC Studios, may no longer like to smell what The Rock is cooking, but apparently Kevin Feige is interested, because our trusted and proven sources tell us that Dwayne is in advanced talks with Marvel Studios to join their cinematic universe now. And with his plans, for Black Adam's future in the DCU shelved, at least, for the time being, The Rock apparently is considering a trip across the street to the competition. In light of his reportedly less than beloved status at DC these days, the news that he's considering working with Marvel, I don't think seems that surprising, but it's crazy that he's doing that. But in fact, as early as a decade ago, less than a week after the 2013 release of Iron Man 3, Feige expressed interest in working with The Rock. Back then, he said, I'm a gigantic fan of Dwayne Johnson. I think he's incredible. He's an awesome in Pain and Gain. which was a great movie. He was great in GI Joe. He's really kind of an amazing human being. I would love to. I would love him to be part of the Marvel universe somewhere someday. And The Rock was listening and responded to the Marvel head honcho not long after, with a very direct message regarding who he wanted to play. He thanked Kevin Feige with a tweet and assured him, he said, "I'll be ready." And he followed that with an image of himself in his WWF outfit next to a picture of Luke Cage.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
yeah, it is. Let me see if I can.
He's been wanting that in
Yep.
Marvel. He's always said that.
Yeah, yep. It's like Method
I'm
Man
picturing
wanting to
him with
play
the
Bishop.
headband and the yellow jacket and the
I got
jeans.
you. I got you. Here you go, right here. This is the picture he put up right there.
I don't know. I don't know.
You know, I mean,
which iteration of Cage was this?
What was that? That looks
Power
like
Man, at least.
Yeah,
that must have been 90s Marvel.
I was gonna say that looks like some Age of Apocalypse shit or something. But yeah. But 2 years later,
Rock he'd be like a good Barracuda and in the Punisher series, you know, the Ennis Dillon character. He'd be a dope Barracuda.
Yeah, it's plenty of shit he could do. I don't know if they're going, Luke Cage, if they're going back to, a Netflix thing, but 2 years later after that, Mike Coulter obviously became, Luke Cage in season 1 of Netflix's Jessica Jones, and then had his own series. But the question of whether or not those stories and the others of the so-called Defenderverse series are even MCU canon remains up in the air anymore. Particularly since Charlie Cox's comments have hinted that the upcoming Daredevil Born Again may very well be a reboot in the continuity. So it isn't out of the question that Dwayne Johnson could become a new version of Luke Cage for the new MCU. But with the glut of fictional characters available in source material, like we were just saying, there's certainly someone in there that Dwayne could play from Marvel Comics. I just really hope they do not even dare fuck with Bishop. Do not give The Rock Bishop. That is Method Man's part. Don't fuck with it. That's Method Man. But Marvel, the roles at the top, of most fans' wish list for The Rock have been taken, right? You got Namor, Hercules, Black Bolt, Wonder Man. But all these characters, I think they could still not Namor, but Black Bolt.
They're actually gonna put a blonde wig on him and call him Sentry.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But if he's hoping to play, a leading man, like a big character, his selections would be pretty limited because, some of the most obvious choices are characters who, like DC's Black Adam, fall on the unstable anti-hero side of things, like Ares, or like you said, Sentry, or, Hyperion, that he would play.
This
that would
is
make
why he should play a villain like Barracuda.
Yeah, a villain.
Because the villains are usually more iconic than the heroes in Marvel, anyways.
Yeah, I agree.
It'd be
perfect,
I don't know, and he was a great heel in wrestling.
If
anything, more iconic as a heel than he was as a face.
He was great in Black Adam. I mean? Even though he was smashing people.
So, he was great as the anti. Black Adam.
No way, Silver Surfer. No way, too big. The Rock is Silver Surfer. He's bigger than the guy.
Too bulky. Too bulky. Silver Surfer needs to be pretty
nobody
lean.
remembers Rock from Nation of Domination, but we remember him after the heel turn.
Right.
I do. I do.
I know Cookie do. I know Cookie do.
I do, Silver. I remember.
You the rest of the aficionado.
I remember The Rock. I remember The Rock back then.
Because that's bullshit.
What, during the Nation?
Morality tales.
Oh, shout out, man. Lito's Way in the building. What's good, my man? Corey Adger in the house. Salute.
Good and bad is the definition that's left to each person. You know what I mean? You may be bad, you know what I mean? This is why bullshit villains always lose. Fake tales. In real life, villains always win. Look at our lives.
What'd he say?
That's true.
What'd you say? I couldn't hear you.
I'm saying villainy, like good and bad. That's to each person's perception. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And at the end of the day, we've been living in villainy, right? Because look at our lives. You know,
Yeah.
we especially people that look like us here have been in continuing, suffering and neglected, and if we speak about it, then they call us certain words and this that, and trying to trick other people. Oh, look at they're being annoying. No, what we want is it to be fair, but and that's annoying. No, because people want to be able to still hold their power, and fuck that. As 2023 comes in and more, we need to continue to fight and do what we do, folks, and speak and be positive, show love and encouragement, even to these haters. Kill them with kindness,
100%.
motherfuckers. Show 'em.
Facts.
I agree.
Absolutely. And nobody thinks they're the villain. None of a good
Exactly.
bad guy, especially a well-written villain, doesn't see themselves as the bad guy. You know what I
And most
mean?
of the
Like
time,
they,
they're really not. You could sympathize with them so much. It's just,
yeah,
sometimes they do some fucked up shit, but then, it's
right,
also life, right?
right,
Mm.
right.
Oh, I love
There
villains
was
so much.
hell yeah. And one of the more inspired choices made by What Culture last year is Trico Slatteris, aka the Champion. Like Benicio del Toro's The Collector and Jeff Goldblum's Grandmaster in the comics, the Champion is like one of the most powerful elders in the universe. And he's a super strong egomaniac who like travels the universe in search of a good fight, including in his first appearance was 1982's Marvel 2-in-1 annual number 7 when he challenges like all of the Marvel's super strong heroes to a fight. I mean, that's Dwayne Johnson right there. But it's not easy to imagine Dwayne Johnson wanting to join Marvel as anything but a leading man, like a main character. He's not going to want to play like a side guy.
Or a good villain.
Yeah,
There are
that's
iconic villains. You can still play an iconic villain,
right.
and Marvel, these villains don't
Barracuda,
die.
Barracuda,
Punisher.
good, yeah,
Like
and
who's gonna be the foe for the Punisher in the movie? Because I know
Yeah, he's all
everybody is
good,
on
Punisher.
John
Hell no.
Berthon or whatever this space's name is nuts off of the Netflix series that I didn't see because I don't watch the Netflix joints. But I know everybody's on that guy's nuts. People are like, "Oh, that's the perfect Punisher," yada
well,
yada.
he
But I haven't
season
heard that
one
they
he
had a
was
villain
great.
for him yet.
No,
So it's
season
like
one
they
he
can get
killed it.
Barracuda.
They had what was the
Okay,
guy
so I hear.
Jigsaw?
I'm not gonna
Yeah,
watch it.
Jigsaw. Why season one? I will put my stamp on season one and I'll recommend it. Season two, I don't even think I finished. It wasn't all that great. But season one was phenomenal, and the way he played the character, I really dug. The only thing I felt was missing quite a bit was violence. It's Netflix, which I don't know why they can't do. They couldn't go ultra violent with it, but
Ooh, Lito's
Punisher
onto
should be
something.
way
I
more
like
violent.
Lito's way response. I think that is perfect.
Mm.
What do you
To bring
say?
him into the Fantastic Four as a super scroll. Holy
There you
shit.
go. There you go.
Lito,
Whoa,
yo, I, I
There
I
you
I
go.
applaud you. I think that is wonderful. I
that
didn't even
works.
think of that. None
That
of us.
works.
That is actually great. It's makeup. That dude is
Yep.
motherfucking Diesel. Perfect.
Yep.
And Fantastic Four. What a great villain to have in there, especially to have the Rock cast in there along with whatever, because they are going to get rather unknown actors from what I see that they're,
Right.
so they need to have a leading
Yeah.
somebody, a name that's
Yeah.
going to help bring it in. I think, yo, Marvel, you
Honestly,
heard?
that's a yeah, bro. That's it right there. He hit it on the
Yeah.
head right
Turn the
there. That's
rock into the
perfect.
super scroll real time.
That's
Even though I
perfect.
have only one rocky arm, but gotta be perfect.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, man, because but his branding strategy of the past 5 years or so hasn't been particularly mysterious. He's either joins existing franchises as a leading man or builds new ones from the ground up. Because from his point of view, there may be no point in joining the MCU unless he gets his own little series of movies, his own trilogy. But time will tell if these advanced talks between him and Marvel will even bear fruit. But when we know, we will make sure you know.
What about
And
him as the Thing?
say it again.
What about as the Thing?
Oh hell yeah, pfft, that's perfect.
Glenn
I mean
Grimm.
We already got
that's
Seth Rogen though. We got Seth
yeah.
Rogen.
Which
I'm
Did
ready to see what he
did they
does.
cast him?
yeah, I don't even know if that's official yet, but
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Look,
and I
Rock,
don't
man, that's another one.
and Seth Rogen lost too much weight anyway. He's all skinny now anyway, so I don't
Yeah,
know.
but we're
Yeah.
gonna give him a suit. They're gonna
He
give
got
him
the
a suit
jokes.
that'll make
He
him
got
look
Yeah.
so
the
pleased.
jokes.
They
It's
can
Seth
even make
fucking
several of these
Rogen.
with those type of suits. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, yeah,
They would make it
they
have
could make
several look
it.
like Hercules.
It
Yeah,
just fits
makeup
better
is
on
a
a
marvel.
bigger guy. Yeah. It just
Yeah, that
fit better on
makeup is a marvel.
But
Hey,
they
don't
give me
forget.
CGI. They're
Hey,
gonna do
don't
whatever.
forget another. Hey, don't forget another professor. You know,
That's
Eddie
what
Murphy
they
played
said.
5, 6
Light
different characters.
industrial light and magic.
That's right. ILM,
What?
baby. But yeah, and Will Smith could be the perfect former DC star to jump into the MCU next as well. With
I don't
Black
really want
Adam,
to talk about Will
ironically,
Smith after the shit that he just dropped. Like, come on, man, you're gonna do another fucking slave movie, dude? Stop to try to get into the
Blue
good
Marvel.
graces of
Will
Hollywood.
Smith should be Blue Marvel.
Man, can that shit?
Blue Marvel is hot.
Will
Me and
Smith
Stu
is
was
Blue
just talking
Marvel?
about.
Fuck out of here! No, no, no,
No,
hell no.
me and Stu
He
was
doesn't
just talking
deserve
about
that.
Emancipation the other
All right,
day.
so look at this guy. Relax, bro.
Because Emancipation, like
can't
that's the first
with
thing I thought was another slave movie. Like, really, that's what you're gonna do? But that movie was good,
you
and I
watched it.
usually
You
don't.
watched it,
Yeah,
bro.
I usually don't. But
You
what the
watched
reason
it.
I watched it? Let me tell you why. There's a specific reason. It's about a real guy, okay? And there's this image of a guy that you probably everyone's seen. He's sitting like this, he's looking back over his shoulder, and his back is just covered in keloid like scars, just shredded. And it's a very famous image. It's like black and white, and is this guy. They track down who he was. It's was a real former slave, and then they tracked down who he was and got his story and the whole thing. And I had known that image and I'd seen it a bunch of times. I think I used it in a video like back in like '08 when I first got on YouTube. But it was like, I was like, oh shit, that's that guy. Like that, they found who that guy was, and the movie's about him. So I watched it more of as it's a movie about that guy, not just another slave film. You know what I mean? And in that sort of aspect, it was actually
I
cool.
can't watch their film. I think genre of films the rest 2022 and were like a big deal, and what was it since like the 60s. I mean, stop. Shouldn't have been these from
I can't hear anything you're saying, bro.
Slavery
Can you hear him?
It's chopping.
Yeah, it's I can't hear you, bro. You
Okay.
froze up. Yeah, you froze up, I think.
Fuck.
Try again.
Yo, am I audible?
Yeah, say it now.
Okay. I think I need to speak slower for the mic. I believe
Maybe.
that antebellum slavery films is a mark on the states, whereas in other countries that because the entire world has practiced slavery for capital gain, even though the U.S. is the most famous for it. I do not see films coming out of Portugal. You know what I'm saying? Hey, what's up, Lazarus? Einstein. I do not see films coming out of Portugal depicting the slavery that they instituted and that they originated. I do not see films coming out of Spain in regards to the slavery that they also, you know what I mean? Like only the U.S.
No,
does
I know
these
what you're
fucking
saying.
antebellum slave films, and it's just
Yeah,
like I don't think that they should be in production after the 60s.
I've heard the.
It should have
I've
been
heard
stopped.
the. No, I feel you, and I've heard that argument, and there's merit to it. I'm not gonna lie, like it I see merit on both ends, but again, if it was just another like random slavery movie, I probably wouldn't have even seen it. But the fact that I knew who it was about, and it was like about this particular guy. That's why I watched it, and I'm glad I did because it's actually really cool, like really well made. As far as like film, like it was all in black and white, but like a sepia, like a cool colory black and white, and just shot
like
really well. Yeah, and it was made. I mean, written well, shot well, done well, and it's a shame actually that Will Smith, the whole controversy is probably going to obviously did hurt the movie, box office
even
wise.
without the controversy of Will Smith personally, I still would not be able to support it. Especially with this being like the fifth day of Kwanzaa, which also bugs me out like about Kwanzaa just in general. not to get on a whole Afrocentric like diatribe on this show.
Yeah,
we're
not
since we're just shooting shit, like it really bugs me out to like go around, and this is an African American, like literally started in the States, this holiday, which was started like in the 60s. And I have like I'm over there like putting the greeting out to certain people, and like they don't even know like what the fuck I'm talking about. You know what I mean? Like it really, certain things just really bug me out, like just about like the states, everything like that, and about you know the community that I find myself in. You know what I mean through ethnic culture, but you know, like one of the main things with that is I definitely would not be supporting a fucking Will Smith slavery film, no doubt. You know what I'm saying? Like I would not be supporting that, and I
I
still will
feel
not.
you. I feel you, man. You know, everybody. It makes sense. I get you. I get your point. But with Black Adam, ironically failing to both bring Henry Cavill back as Superman and launch the big screen career of Black Adam himself. There's been a lot of speculation that Dwayne could move over to MCU, especially since The Rock named the Avenger that he most liked to play nearly a decade ago. But you know what? I think maybe there's another former DC star that people are starting to talk about and the only reason that I'm a little bit behind this is because I do not want to see Tom Cruise as Tony Stark. I don't want to see it. And this is like I would rather see Will Smith play say what?
He's the perfect height.
Hold on, I can't hear you, Al. I can hear you, but
I'm about
barely.
to get us back.
I'm sorry. You said that you
There
had
you go.
posters of Tom Cruise on your wall as Iron Man as a child. That was
Whoa.
Now you don't. Really?
No, that wasn't me.
Really? Was it Cooks then? I don't know.
Nah, sure wasn't me.
Yeah.
Yeah, him as Iron Man. Hell no, bro. Fuck off. Don't let him touch the MCU.
I can believe this because
Yeah,
I
no.
know you were a Vegan fan. What was that film with the devil's Tim Curry, and like Tom Cruise was like some sort of like an elf or some shit like that.
Oh, that was Legend, bro. That's a classic.
Legend,
Yeah.
excuse me. Yeah, I know you were a Legend fan.
Yeah,
Only like
Legend was cool though, but it was weird.
So you're like, oh yeah, that's Legend. This now Al's comments have some merit.
I only like two Tom Cruise films, Legend and Minority Report, because I love sci-fi. That film is sick.
That film is sick, and I love Philip K. Dick is a goat, bro. Philip K. Dick is one of the best, sci-fi writers, and a lot of shit like from Blade Runner, Minority Report, like a lot of the dopest sci-fi movies you don't even know are all written by that one guy. But yeah, that's a dope one. And I'm not gonna front, bro. Top Gun was the shit in the 80s. But
I didn't like the OG. I haven't watched the new one yet.
I can't hear who's talking. Uh-oh, you got the raw tone. Sever. Cooks, did you see it?
Y'all stay late, man. Y'all stay late.
I'm trying to
next time you light up, you might want to watch Steel. Have you seen Steel?
Oh,
like Steel. Like John
now
Henry
I know what you're talking
Steel.
about. I know what you're talking about. Yeah. Shaq. The Shaq movie, Steel.
Yeah, I just saw that shit. I didn't even know that they had a fucking like a Steel movie, and I'm like, it's like I smoked one of those that you got up over there, Mega. You know what I mean? I was laughing high as fuck off that shit. You know what I mean? For those of y'all looking for like a DC treasure, y'all check out fucking Steel. You know what I mean? That shit was Steel. Real talk.
That was funny, yeah.
Long time ago.
Yeah. Yo, OG, man, you got the link if you want to hop in. But yeah, Maverick.
Yeah,
Happy New Year.
Yeah, Happy New Year, man. Happy New Year's to Vader.
I don't know about that. Oh, y'all talking about like the film.
No, he's talking about Top Gun. Yeah, part 2.
Word.
Yeah.
Word. Yeah, it was a good movie. For a second I was like, yo, The Rock is Maverick from like fucking what was it? That team that Wolverine was a part of with Sabretooth. They had the yellow and blue joints.
Oh yeah.
What's that team?
What's up?
After several
like
Steel,
mercenaries.
he said that's his Superman.
Yeah, it was hilarious.
He didn't even like Cavill's. Shaq is his Superman, he said.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Wait, Shaq is Superman. Well, yeah.
Steel.
That's Steel, yeah.
When they do Like,
Sever, you're chopped up. Slow down, bro. I can't hear you.
Okay.
Smoking better stuff
Thing
than
that
me.
pisses me off about films like Skill and about films like Venom, which are not meant to be funny, but because like how
T,
hard how the effort is visible try to
Fat
make that
T, what
film.
up?
Skill and Venom both have emblems on their chest in comics, but in films they do not carry the emblem.
I think we lost Sever's connection.
that look
Okay.
good.
Look
That
at
look
that.
delicious.
That looks yummy.
Yeah, that
There we
look
go.
delicious.
Oh, I can smell it. Look at that.
Yeah, that look
Fat T
delicious.
in the building. Fat T just sitting here being chubby. What up, man?
The thing I'm about to smoke is gonna give me a chubby.
What? I got my little blunt already rolled up.
What you got? What you smoking on?
What did he say? This was something like lemon berry runts or something like that.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah,
I
lemon
got that
berry.
super lemon cherry right here.
Lemon cherry. That's my favorite.
Berry. Yeah.
You
But
know, some of my brothers, man. I mean, what? Let's talk about getting into the next year. I can't. I gotta leave soon because I gotta prep for a show. But I just want
all
to say
right.
first, I've watched you throughout the year. You guys have been doing amazing, showing a lot of love, positivity for the community. Keep doing what you're doing. So, are there any plans that you could share? Real talk. Like, what are you guys planning for next year? Anything new? Or keep doing what you're doing. Is there like a dream interview or a dream cast? I mean, that you want on your
Yeah.
show because we have to manifest. We're coming into the next
Right.
year, and and when you speak the words, so shall it happen. So, what are yours?
Well, it's starting off. It's gonna be starting off to be a big year already. We got my man Beto Art, who did a lot of the hip hop comic covers where he'll take like a regular comic cover that but he'll replace everything with MCs and
Yeah,
and some of his work was like some of the stuff that inspired me to start not to start the Sixth Element, but when I was doing research because I was starting the Sixth Element, I found a lot of his artwork and I was like, yo, this is crazy, like
yeah.
hip hop and comics, like so he's coming on the show January 30th. We're gonna chop
Woo!
it up. And then we have my man Esso from what was that Math Hoffa show and like what else has Esso done? Esso World Cooks, you know what he's done a lot of stuff. So he's talking about coming on after the new year starts. Trying to think who else because I've been talking to a few people, but yeah, man, we trying to get people on here. Obviously, the dream interview one day is Method Man. That's who I really want to talk to.
So
Meth and
manifest.
Ghostface.
We're gonna make it
And
happen.
you already know.
Bro, I have IMDb Pro. So
Yeah,
what I'll do to get you started, everybody always needs a door opening, right?
that's
So
right.
I'll look for the email to the agency. I'll give you that, and the rest is on you.
Bet.
Fair enough.
That's it.
That's my gift to you for the new year. I want to give you his agent's email.
That'd be great, man. I
All
appreciate
right.
that, bro.
The
Hell
rest is
yeah.
on you. But I'll
Hey, I
give you
got
the
it from
door.
there. I got it from there.
That's dope.
I know, my man. Dude. Look at that
You already
smile.
know.
Look at it. He got, yeah. What you want, Coach? Let me see if I can be Santa Claus to you.
Oh,
And
pardon me,
Cooks already
man.
know. If
Go ahead.
I
What you
get the
say, Reno?
interview, I say you already know. If I get an interview, you got the interview. That's how we do. We always pass guests to each other. Sometimes we do collaborative interviews and stuff like that, man. So
Look how pretty. Look at that.
Yes, very.
look at that, beautiful.
Who's
Like,
making the
Um,
homemade cones?
for me, number one, just to get better at what I'm doing, be better at what I'm doing, do better at what I'm doing. Um, I also learn to not learn the information, learn more of the information. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And I know all of us and especially Al, I know because you done told us before in the past shows behind the scenes, or just texting on the picture, saying what up. You got to stay consistent in what you're doing. Don't be afraid to take a risk. You got to put your foot out there. If somebody said no, then you can't let that be a ton of rocks on your foot. You got to keep on going to the next patch.
It's only no for now.
Right.
Right.
Yes, sir. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's what I learned a lot of that from all y'all, you know what I'm saying? And especially Al May, you know what I'm saying? Because I learned, coming from Reno with us collabing and, others, then we do our own thing on our own brand, which we get stronger at. And just basically, man, really just doing better than I did yesterday, investing in myself more and constantly, and I'm going to keep supporting people because that's where a lot of my energy come from. You know what I'm saying? Like I like celebrating your win. Like just because I don't have nothing to do with your win, don't mean I'm supposed to be mad or hating. I'm gonna
At the end
celebrate.
of the day, it's our win because the more that people that look like us have wonderful opportunity, only opens doors for others that look like us, that share the same passions. That's why I do things with enthusiasm, love, and real energy, folks. And I promise you, the door will fucking open so wide you won't know what to do with yourself.
100%.
Right, right.
You know?
Absolutely. Absolutely, man.
Oh, and
And
some I reached out for the opportunity, being sent close to you about the impact. So I'll hit you, as soon as it hit me because it's the holiday. All right?
Word. Oh yeah, and you know what's up? Like, you know what I mean? When it comes down to like, what's popping up with next year, we got it going on. You know what I mean? Working with Comic Crusaders. You
What's
know what I
coming?
mean? Got
What's
the head
coming? Talk
honcho right
about
up
it.
over there, Omega.
What's
talk about
coming?
it.
And I don't name drop. You know what I'm saying? I don't name drop. At least you know what I mean in our circle. But yeah, when it comes down to actually like things in the works, well, already y'all see what's coming up. You know what I mean? We got the Sean Ruck down interview. You know what I'm saying with the boot. In celebration of the boot camp clicks
Yeah.
legendary member Sean Price. You know what I mean? That
Mm.
that article is going to be
He.
dropping very soon. Um, and then we also got let's see, over on the Comic Crusader side and the
Actually, that's
launching,
going to
well,
be
the
the first
furthering.
article to drop on Comic Crusaders for the new year. We're going to bless you with an amazing and with dope photos too. This guy, bro, he went off.
Oh wow, nice. Nice.
Mm.
Hell yeah. And also
Very hard, man.
Fat T said people may not be familiar with artists that you are going to have on and what they have done in hip hop and comics. You got to put up posts for the show and have covers that he's done with some music ideas.
Understood and agreed. But we didn't know the
So
conversation was going to lead this way. People got to
see
listen.
how
There you go.
right?
Hey,
Yeah, and there you go. So there you go.
wait, but
Outcast. You
go
did
back,
the
go back. Wait, go back. Stop
what
it.
that one?
Okay, so what is this one an emulation of?
You know what? I think that's
You don't know?
Fantastic Four, but I'm not
No.
sure.
Nope.
Oh,
Next.
Black Panther.
Nope. Next.
No?
Eternals number one.
Eternals. Thank you.
Yep.
All
Yes,
right.
it is
Next cover.
Eternals. Now that's
That's definitely
Fantastic
Fantastic
Four.
Four cover. That's the
That's
Doctor
fantastic.
Doom cover.
Right, right, right. Yeah, one of my favorites right there. And then you got Rakim. Now, what
That,
comic is
that
this?
that's the Demon in the Bottle cover from Iron Man.
Okay, nice. And then you got Enter the 36 Chambers, Wu
That's
Tang,
Secret Wars.
Secret Wars, obviously, and the West Side. You got all the
Mm.
from the West Coast right there, and that's West Avengers, West Coast
Mm-hmm.
Avengers.
No, that's regular Avengers from when
Oh,
they had this roundtable meeting about who's going to be next
right.
Avengers.
Okay, that's right. And then you can see obviously everybody in there, NWA, Tupac, and Nate Dogg, and the whole crew. So he does these and obviously there's the whole Wu-Tang, and then you got Tribe Called Quest,
That's
Rakim,
good one.
Outkast. These are just a few of his covers, man. But those covers were very inspirational, man. And I don't want not inspirational as far as like making me have the idea to start the show, but they were very confirmational. You know what I'm saying? Like they were very confirming. Like I was like, okay, when I saw it, I was like, yes. You know what I'm saying? It confirmed for me, that hip hop and comics was a thing and that it wasn't just in my mind, in my imagination, that it actually was a thing, man. So I definitely gotta, give him props for that. And so I can't wait to talk to him, man. Cooks did a great interview with him already, though. Y'all can see that on IG.
Yeah, he a cool dude, man. He real laid back. And he, like when I approached him as an artist. But then once I started breaking it down and asking him about his other hobbies, things that inspired him as a younger, he's into the hats like me. He's into different things that we bought all three of us like separately. He into some of the stuff all of us into, and it made it easier to talk to him. So it'll be
Right.
like he ain't uptight. He real cool, laid back. You know what I mean?
I'm into
Yeah.
everything, Cooks. I love.
I already know.
Bro, look at me, bro. How am I not matching today with my joint right here? Come on, son. And my fucking top tens. Let me fucking take them off my top 10.
Oh,
Matching my
oh,
colors here.
pulling
All
out,
right, come
pulling
on
out
now.
got the one.
I'm
Yeah.
swagging today, baby, and later I'm gonna change it.
oh, I'm with y'all. I'm with you. I'm with you. I'm with you.
Oh, I love
Hey, throw up your
I'm
kicks.
with you. I'm
Hey,
with you. Yeah, I'm with you. But
Very
hey,
fine.
but
You see,
ain't
folks,
nothing like
look,
them Adidas.
look at it. We sexy,
hey,
motherfucker.
Adidas is clean though. Yeah.
Shit.
Oh shit! I gotta also, man. I definitely gotta to shout out the Madmen of Comics, my group on Instagram, man. Definitely go to the Madmen of Comics Instagram page. It's Madmen of Comics separated by underscores. But we get on there, man, and we sell comic books together. We do a lot of promotions, but recently we just did a mega giveaway where we gave away
Yeah.
25 9.8 slabbed up joints. 25 slabs, all 9.8s. We just gave it away for free to one of our customers. We do this every year. We have a mega big giveaway. Last year we gave a big short box full of $20 comics and a bunch of slabs and stuff too. But right now we got a giveaway, crazy train giveaway promotion kind of going on. Just watch for that when you see my man Fat
What
T.
type of train? It sounds pornographic.
I know, right? It's basically it's like it's kind of like from what I gather, and I haven't fully understood it yet, but the team is working on it. We're gonna hash it out tomorrow at our weekly meeting. But it's sort of like a gift chain, right? Like you get a gift from someone and you give a gift to someone, and some, kind of like a Secret Santa type deal.
Right.
But yeah, it's a lot of stuff, man, to keep a lookout for. The Madman of Comics
Man,
on Instagram.
Wonderful. All right,
Sir.
guys. I gotta skip out and start getting ready for my other joint.
Yeah,
So,
man. Thanks for coming on, bro.
much love, many blessings to you guys and your family. Health, success, happiness. You know what I mean? And keep going. Never stop. Don't let nobody ever tell you anything. Screw the haters, bro. Show the love. That's what it is. It's all about the wins in 2023. But tu sepa, huepa.
Wepa!
Hey, much love, guys.
Salute. Thanks, buddy.
peace.
One love.
One love, brother.
Yeah, man, we got a lot going on right now. Cooks, we cooking it up, man. We got some big things happening, bro. So when we get SO World on here, man, I can't wait to talk to SO, man, and Beto, man. We got some good interviews coming up. But tonight at midnight, check us out on Instagram on Always Cooks 24 Instagram page, because tell them what's going on. Tell them what we got.
Well, basically, y'all, anybody that follow me, they know how I get down. With it being New Year's and we chopping right on into it, you know what I'm saying? Basically, we're gonna get on for a little while and talk to some of the people that if they want to tap in, they tap in. Welcome. I give everybody from 5 to 10 minutes just to put it in the universe what you want 2023 to do for you, what you gonna do, and what you leaving behind. The things that we done learned this year, from the goods and the bads, don't leave no stone unturned. You know what I'm saying? The people we done met, I know we're gonna have a good conversation. Cause I mean, like since we done linked up, you know, just how we started, where we was at, who we was around, who we was with. You know what I'm saying? How COVID hit, times where we had to stop, just getting all of it out. When we get into 2023, it's all about the new. You know what
The
I'm
new
saying? No more past shit. No more. If we go in the past, it's just to go back to something to get some information from. Other than that, straight ahead. You know what I'm saying? And what better way to do it than to just go on and put it in the universe while the clock ticking? You know what I'm saying?
right.
So and just everybody. We gotta. I'm definitely gonna keep on kicking the support thing. The more we support each other, the better we'll move. Um,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna reach out to ASAP too. I hope he'll be able to pop in.
Yeah.
And just, people that we didn't learn from and created from, you know what I'm saying? And then as far as like us brothers, you know what I'm saying? Like for me, one wish or request that cause I know you good at, and you already know how I am with you on when we do this. I want to see you do more shows, add more content. You know what I'm saying? Cause I like it when you sometimes like. And I'm not saying all the time, but out of a month, it's 30 days in a month. Give me one show, 10 minutes by yourself, where you just talking about whatever
A
because you're good.
pre-recorded edited
Yeah,
show. Right.
or live. I mean, you might have something on your mind and you want to just get it out right then, like you did with
I got
MF Doom.
you.
Remember? You know what I'm saying? And cause you know what I'm saying. I ain't saying like I love the panels, I love all that, but I still want to see more of the Reno. See what I'm
Right.
saying? I want to see more
I
of the
feel you.
Reno. You know what I mean? Because you're good at it. You're good at talking and this and that. Sometimes I want to see you talk without the debate, I just want to hear straight to the point like that. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And
Yes.
because it makes it interesting. And then also when you do that, sometimes you'll be like, you know what I'm saying? Y'all chump it. Like, say if you do it on a Thursday. So y'all make sure y'all come holler at Monday because we're going to get back on this subject. I'm going to have a panel with me. Dot, 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 dot. You know what I'm saying? So that's why sometimes I don't jump into and I just watch because I like
Mhm.
to be there and hear. You know what I'm saying? That's
No
just coming
doubt.
from me. That's just coming from
Yeah.
me. I just.
Yeah.
And
No, that
I'm gonna
makes
do a
sense.
better job. And let me add one more thing. I'm gonna do a better job of coming around, getting my personal business out the way. That way, I can be a part of your shows more and get back in tune with the panels and stuff like that. I wanted to throw that in too.
Oh yeah, man. Hell yeah, man. I appreciate it, man. And yeah, the whole thing with just doing these live shows was honestly it was because I wanted to have a lot of consistent multiple shows a week, basically. I wanted
Right.
to have 2, 3 shows a week consistently. And I was doing that, but it would take me so long to edit, pre-record, edit the whole thing. And I'm very meticulous with editing, man. I get OCD and it just takes me forever because I'm just doing every little fucking thing, right? Every little second has to be. So it took a long time and I wasn't able to get the videos out enough. And I was like, man, why don't I just do them live? That way I can just do consistently 3 shows a week, bing, 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 no problem. And then I got into that pattern and stopped doing the pre-recorded shows as much just because again, this is just easier and it
Mm-hmm.
was able to be more consistent. But you're not the only one, to say this
Mm-hmm.
and I feel it too. Like I like doing the pre-recorded videos and stuff, setting them up and doing the videos myself and doing the editing. I do enjoy it. So I will
Yeah.
try to definitely like you said, it's 30 days, man. I could at least try
Yeah.
to get
Just
one.
one. Just one.
Yeah, that's right.
You know what I
You're
mean?
not
Like maybe, or maybe, you know what I'm saying, just throw an idea out there, like for the month. Like maybe you could
Mhm,
do one, like first of the month, where hey y'all, make sure y'all come check me out all month. I'm doing so and so. I'm gonna have so and so on this month. This is what the month looking like, whatever, you know what I'm saying? The informational part of it. And
mhm,
then you know what I'm saying? Like,
mhm,
and you already know I'm gonna help and support. I just like seeing you do it because
mhm.
it looks good, like it's dope. Like, oh, okay,
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like I like that. You know what I'm saying? Like when your
yeah,
video come on, like when your intro come on, how you be saying the little stuff in the middle, like,
right.
yeah, this is eligible comments and so and so so and so. Like that's dope
Yeah,
to
yeah.
me. You know what I mean?
I appreciate that, man.
It's
Thank
real
you.
informational. It's real informational. It's more about the information for me.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, like when when I sit down and I can, really, have a topic or have something and set and just like have a, A to Z like you said, informational, educational, whatever, that you're gonna learn something. You know, it's different. It's a different format from the panel discussion. You know, the panel discussion gives us a good opportunity to get a lot of different point of views and things like
Mm-hmm.
that. But but you're absolutely right. You can definitely get a lot more across when it's just one person, one on one, because you don't have any interruptions or discussions and point of views and things like that. And so yeah, it's a different format. And
How long was that MF doing when you did that one? Like, how long did it take you to do that one?
oh, that was like, I think I did that in one take, because I was just speaking from the heart. You know what I'm saying? It was pretty short. It was just a quick video. I think I just hopped up on there and did it real quick.
It did good. It did good. I did good.
And I did go back and edit it and everything, but yeah, it wasn't a lot to it. That was easy. That one was pretty
It was
easy.
it was dope too because you did it. Not that it ain't like you was waiting on nothing to happen, but when everything happened, it happened so fast when it came to MF Doom. And then we found out later because of the family wanted to put the news out later, and it was like when I
Hmm.
turned on the tube, you was right there on it already, and I was like, dang, he already on it. And then when you broke down the stuff, because I didn't know much about MF Doom, but then once you broke it down, once you talked about and the situation and what it looked like, it made me want to go and reboot, recharge,
Mm-hmm.
and look at what I missed. And then I found out that MF Doom was actually the dude from the old school group. And then I found
Right.
out the songs he done with folks. And then when I seen Ghost talk about him, I'm like, yo, but that all stemmed from that video you done. I
Right.
never would have looked it up. I never would have looked it up. I'd have been like, damn, another old school rapper done died. But
Yeah.
no, you did that video and it was like, oh shit, I need to. And now I got MF Doom songs in my Spotify playlist now.
Hmm. Yeah, man. Yeah, that was that video was only 8 minutes, 9 minutes, and had over 1,000 views. Like, it's one of my biggest.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, fast
Yeah.
too.
Hmm. Yeah, I put it. Yeah, I did. I dropped it right. Like, we heard that day. I put the video out the same day that the news came out.
Yeah, yeah, and that
Yeah.
was smooth. That was smooth. That's some ESPN, not ESPN, yeah, ESPN type shit.
Yeah. Piece it. Yeah. I was proud of that. I was proud of
Hell yeah, I was too.
that.
That's why I always hound you about it, because like it seemed like you didn't do another one after that, and I was like, damn man, do another one like that, like put it
Yeah.
in between. You know what I mean? Like you know what I'm saying? Like
I did
I like
recently. I
that.
did a Game of Thrones, House of the Dragon. That House of the Dragon video I did.
Yeah, you
Um,
did.
that was pretty recent. Yeah. Trying to see what else I did. What else did I do? Yeah, House of the Dragon. Then I did that 11 months ago was the last video before that, and that was the Grap telling the Pete Rock story, the Troy story.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that was a panel that I edited and cut down, so that really don't count.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been
You
like
still
a
got the
year. Like,
story though.
yeah, it's been like a year. But yeah, no, yeah, it was a good video. Still a good video.
Hmm.
Yeah. Well, it is DC Power Hour still, and we do have some news, guys, about DC going on. We have DC Studio confirming when the rebooted superhero slate will be announced, because DC will reveal the first projects in James Gunn and Peter Safran's new rebooted DCU next month. So you got, James Gunn and Safran have only been leading DC Studios for less than 2 months now, and yet movement is already, being seen with their new universe. Obviously, Henry Cavill, Superman, and The Rock's Black Adam are both out of the picture, unfortunately, with all signs pointing toward a reboot being in the pipeline for DC. And
Hmm.
naturally, fans are excited, to see DC course correct after a controversial last decade of live action movies that were really hit or miss. I mean, it was like every other one was crap. So, but Gunn and Safran have been, hard at work, piecing together a another 10-year long plan for the DCU. And a lot of people are wondering when this will be, unveiled to the world before it finally gets underway in 2024. So we're hoping to hear. But the DC Studios duo reportedly presented their big plan to Warner Brothers Discovery CEO David Zaslav just last week. And it doesn't seem like it's going to be long before fans get their first glimpse into, what that future of that superhero world, is going to be. But after a fan asked on Twitter how many projects in this new DCU reboot slate will be revealed in 2023, James Gunn said a few. That's what he said. And so the superhero filmmaker has previously stated that he and his DC Studios leading partner, Safran, have a slate ready to go, promising that the first announcements will come at the start of 2023. So hopefully we'll get them within the next, couple months. He said, Peter and I have a DC slate ready to go, which couldn't be more over the moon. We couldn't be more over the moon about. We'll be able to share some exciting information about our first projects at the beginning of the new year. And then the only project confirmed for the rebooted slate up until now has been a Superman movie that we don't know anything about, except that it's written by James Gunn and will focus on a younger Clark Kent, working as a cub reporter in Metropolis as he, crosses paths with key characters, like Lois Lane and probably Jimmy Olsen, stuff like that. Obviously, without, Cavill returning, they're going to have to pick a younger actor to take on the leading role. But I don't know if I'm even... do you even want to see a movie about a young Superman, like a young Clark Kent? You think that's the best way to do DC, going forward?
I mean, like, to be honest, me personally, like, it's, coming from the 80s era, there's it's so many Superman shows and now movies that we've seen. It's like him, and it's like, Superman and Batman is always somebody new, something different. You know what I'm saying? Whether something happened to them in their personal life, the actor, or the directors and them acting a fool, and they can't make a decision, so they ruin it for everybody. But they still get paid because they put this big movie out here. It's a so-called big movie. To be for real, I'm not excited about it because I was comfortable with Calvin. You know what I mean? That's just come from a personal fan thing. I was comfortable with Calvin. Yeah. Just like I was, you know what I'm saying? Just like it took me a while to when Christopher Reeve was Superman, personal real life took him out. But I was comfortable with him. Even though the movies then, we look at them now, it's like, man, I can't believe I love this. But but when you was a little boy or a little girl, you was like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like when you seen Supergirl and you seen she had that poster of Superman on her wall, I'm like, oh my God, like, is he gonna be in the movie? Oh, I know they're gonna do a movie with him in it too, you know what I'm saying? So then we get to this, you got your Superman and Lois, then you got your Lois and Clark, then you got I you know what I'm saying? You can call me a big kid. I wish movies would actually go by how the cartoons went. Like I always thought that the movie was the cartoon, real life. But we found that out. We found that out from G.I. Joe. Like, all them G.I. Joe shows, and this is what y'all give us in the movie. Like, come on, man. So I'm not excited about it. I'm not excited about it at all. But I hope they make a good choice. I hope they have a good script because it's looking like y'all trying to start everything all over again. Like, let's show them something about Clark that they haven't seen yet, but it might be boring.
Right.
But that's just me.
I mean, because I feel like we've had the young Clark thing. I mean, we've seen it in TV shows. There's been like Superman and Lois or whatever, and there was Lois and Clark or what. I didn't watch those shows, but they were about young Smallville. I mean, we've seen that. Like, so I'm not really excited to see that, but I wish Spade was on here, man, because I want to hear like a major Superman fan. Is that something they would want to see? Because maybe for Superman fans, maybe they love to see young Clark. I don't know. But yeah, like you said, man, I was down with Cavill. I really love Man of Steel. That was like the first Superman movie that I was like, oh shit, like I really love this. Like this is like, on Batman level, like cool, like is the first. And so, like everybody disappointed that, you know, that he was out. But then if you're gonna do that, if you're gonna take away Cavill, which you know is gonna be, you know, everyone's gonna be pissed, you better have something amazing to replace that. And you
Yeah,
telling me young Clark, that's what you got?
that's what you got.
Like we could have went to outer space, bro. You could have did some Superman shit where he fighting guys and, you know, dark side and outer space. I mean, like go future, go. Let's see what Clark is doing next, not what he
Yeah,
did as a young Clark. We seen that already. Let's see what Kal-El's going, you know, but because you gotta, like, I mean, Lobo, they're gonna bring Lobo in, which I'm super excited about, and I think Momoa will make a great Lobo. I'm not mad at that at all. Um, and so he's the space biker and you know, Superman out there, and maybe he comes across Lobo, and I mean, there's so much shit they could do with you know, with Kal-El moving forward, but I'm not that sold personally on a young Clark Kent movie. But what is what's OG said? Flash, Blue Beetle, Aquaman next year, Arkham, Penguin. Now I know Penguin is a HBO Max show coming. Arkham, yes, that is right. There is an Arkham
yep.
show. Ooh, that's gonna be dope. Flash, like most people are not happy, like excited to see Flash because of Ezra Miller. I mean, I was never a fan of Ezra Miller before all his controversy. I didn't like him as Barry Allen. I didn't like that Barry Allen. Like I like Flash and I like Barry Allen, but I just didn't like that iteration. I didn't. Beside the way that he acted, kind of goofy, like clumsy and stuff. And Barry Allen's not a clumsy guy. He's not a neurotic, you know, tripping on stuff. And ooh, he's not like that. That's not Barry Allen. So that on top of the bicycle helmet costume, it's like, I, so. But Flashpoint is one of my favorite DC
Yeah.
period. You know what I'm saying? And Thomas Wayne and like I really wanted to see that in live action. So I'm mad excited for that movie. I don't know what's gonna happen with it because you know all this stuff that you know has gone on. We don't know, but it's supposed to lead into Batman Beyond. Yeah, with Keaton, I heard that. And there's a lot of stuff that was that is now no more because now
Yeah.
that James Gunn is taking over. They're doing everything that was happening is now not happening, and they've got a new. They want to go from scratch and you know see what they do. So because like they already scrapped Wonder Woman. Obviously, Jason Momoa is no longer going to be Aquaman because now he's going to be Lobo. So like everything we've had so far, DC is out. Like if you're getting rid of Cavill, you know you're getting rid of Momoa as Aquaman, you're getting rid of Gal Gadot as Wonder Woman, you know all of that. So, I mean, obviously Ezra Miller is out. he's done. So who knows, man, what's gonna happen? But James Gunn's confirmation that the first projects in his DCU slate will be revealed next month seems to indicate his presentation to Warner Brothers CEO was successful. So whatever he did present to them, they dug it. He's been given the green light to push forward with his plan for the next era of DC. But his wording that he will reveal a few projects next month implies this will not be a very expansive slate announcement, but probably rather just those that will be pushing ahead for the imminent future, maybe the first 2-3 movies. That's probably as far as I go. But yeah, they could be planned to be to release as soon as 2024, which by which point all the movies from the old regime will be done and out and will have come and gone. But as James Gunn and Safran have only been leading DC Studios for less than 2 months, any casting for these projects at this point seems unlikely. We're probably not going to hear any casting news or anything like that. Maybe we'll just hear these are the movies that we're going to make. But I think fans might get a better understanding of whether this constitutes a hard or soft reboot of the franchise, as some actors are current. Because a hard reboot, they're recasting everyone, but a soft
Yeah.
reboot, they may keep some people in their roles, and some actors, are currently expected to keep their roles while others have been recast. And this new era of the DCU has already been, confirmed to expand over movies, series, animation, video games, and it's all going to link together. But the first projects revealed will likely, come from the theatrical side, and Gunn could detail those other areas, later in the year, at San Diego Comic-Con, probably in his first Kevin Feige-esque presentation that he'll get to do.
Mhm.
But yeah, but Gunn has not yet confirmed what form this announcement is going to take, how they're going to present it, as to whether the news is going to come from a live presentation, tweets from the CEO himself, or an article from a trade publication, that often breaks major news. But that ought to be revealed ahead of time, as Warner Brothers looks to build up hype for this new DC slate. And the reveal will probably include more details on Gunn's Superman reboot, including a title, a release date, maybe if there's any casting news, rather unlikely. But meanwhile, Gunn has already been teasing characters like Green Lantern, John Stewart, hopefully, Mr. Terrific is another one.
Mhm.
Jonah Hex. I'm excited. Dead
Yeah.
Man,
Yeah,
and
man.
yeah, which they could all have projects in the pipeline.
That would be dope.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Um, but yeah, that but the new Superman, the young Superman thing, man, I don't know, man. We'll have to see. But Henry Cavill, after Ben Affleck, is now talking about going to Marvel and being Captain Britain, joining
Mm.
the Avengers. Yep, and maybe in Captain America: New World Order. I don't know, but um, yeah, man, because the MCU has been thriving, for over the years, and it will not be wrong to say that it has created a successful world for its superheroes. On the
Yeah.
other hand, the DC universe is in chaos after the recruitment of James Gunn and Peter Safran as the heads of the studio, and there's been rumors flying around. Those castaway actors of the DC studios have come under the radar of Kevin Feige, like The Rock and Cavill. And earlier there was rumors that Ben Affleck might join the MCU as one of Thor's villains, Dario Ager, aka the Minotaur.
Mhm.
So yeah, and now there's rumors that Cavill could also enter the MCU, because Cavill had The Witcher, which he now doesn't have because he jumped over here to do Superman, which he now doesn't have. So I feel bad, like he just got screwed, man. And because he was loved by the audience as
Oh yeah.
Superman, you know what I'm saying? And he left the DC universe, and I don't know, left or got booted or whatever, but now that he's not a part of the DC, the rival studio, Kevin Feige can approach him with no issues, and for the role that he used to want to play. I mean, he's talked about playing that in the past, Captain Britain. And as per current timeline of the studio, it'll be fitting for Henry's supposed character to enter. According to a report by the Giant Freaking Robot, Marvel is eyeing Cavill for the role of Captain Britain for this new Captain America: New World Order movie. And he's part of the Captain Britain Corps, obviously, which is a collection of several Captain Britons across the multiverse. And since the multiverse saga has already begun, it'd be a great time for Brian Braddock's, story to enter.
Mhm.
Because it was an interview he did with the Hollywood Reporter, where Cavill was asked which character he'd like to play, and at the time, he clearly said he did not want a character which has already been taken.
Mhm.
Basically saying, I've got the internet and I've seen the various rumors about Captain Britain, and that sounds like it would be a lot of fun and cool, modernized version of that. Like the way that they modernized Captain America. There's something fun about that, and I do love being British. End quote.
Yeah.
Because Cavill's British, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah. But not just that, according to the report, Henry Cavill is also being considered for the role of Hades in Disney's live action remake of Hercules.
Mm,
So that could be
that
interesting.
sounds real good right there. Okay. So he still
Yeah,
got stuff cooking up.
yeah, yeah. Hercules was a good, that was a good movie. I like that, man. I like that joint.
Hmm.
What are those? Uh, yeah, that was good. Um, but there's still a way apparently for The Rock versus Cavill to happen without the DCU. Um, yeah, obviously, Black Adam's post credit scene teased that little battle between, The Rock and Cavill Superman, and that's what they always want. That's what The Rock said his main goal in playing Black Adam was to do a Superman movie. But obviously that's not happening. But there's another option apparently that The Rock versus Cavill 2022 was particularly, a turbulent period for DCU, but it included the shocking cancellation of Batgirl as a tax write-off
Yeah.
and the ousting of Cavill as Superman. But you know, um, the Black Adam's underperformance was a rare miss for Dwayne for The Rock. So it will be interesting to see what his next move is going to be. But it appears that plans for the long brewing Hobbs and Shaw 2 have stalled. But considering Hobbs is one of the more popular characters, he could circle back to it. And if he does, then he can go and get Cavill as his next antagonist for Hobbs and Shaw, and so they can have their battle. And not only does he have the sort of charisma to pull off that role, but he was also proved, in his Mission Impossible Fallout, where he played a villain, Cavill. If you, I don't know if you saw that.
That's all.
Yeah. But yeah, Hobbs and Shaw too could tie Cavill's, antagonist to the original film by sort of revealing that he was terrorist group Eaton's mystery director, and because Johnson lobbied hard for Cavill's Superman to come back, so even
Mhm.
going against Warner's reported reluctance. So with that in mind, I would think that they would probably be trying to find a project to work on, unless Cavill's mad. See, that's another thing. Cavill might even be mad at The Rock because apparently he fired The Rock's wife last week. She was
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she was his
Yeah,
like
it's some brewing right there then.
yeah, because that's kind of crazy right there to fire his
Yeah.
wife right after that happened. I mean, people gonna read into that. So
Yeah. He getting it. I guess it sound like he trying to clear his path. Cause,
mm,
if you still got one, if you trying to get away from something but something's still here. So,
mhm,
and with that, when somebody being fired, they're never gonna take that lightly, especially in that business.
right, right, yep. Oh man, so so tonight, man, at does we gonna start this? You gonna start your show at midnight or at like 11:30? How we gonna do that? You gonna
I
we gonna
probably
see it?
start. I probably start at like 11:30
Yeah, that way we can see
and
the
just
the clock roll over during the show
yeah.
and shit.
Yeah,
Okay.
start roll over shit, we'll just go from there. As long, what I'm saying, go as long as we can go, and then boom, what I'm saying?
Yep.
Cause I just feel like the way that the last 5 years has been, and then where we at now, it's good. It'll be good for us to release that
Yeah.
and call in the new and what I'm saying, just go with it, follow the process and progress.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? With what we've been doing. Because I mean, we didn't came a long way. You know what I'm saying? Like we didn't
Yeah.
talk to different peoples all over the world, like literally all over the world. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? And it's our time. You know what I'm saying? Like Almega said, don't get discouraged about nothing. Like just take it with a grain of salt and keep on going. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So and then I'm seeing that the people around us that do what we do, but they might do something different. I see their elevation.
Right.
So instead of me watching, like even you, I see that I see how your numbers grew because you're consistent with it. You know what I'm saying? Consistent with it. So
Mm-hmm.
I so I have to get I need to I will be doing that. You know what I'm saying? I ain't
Yeah,
gonna
yeah,
try. I'm gonna do it. You know what I mean? And with
absolutely.
just everybody, people in the panel, people in the chat, everybody that come through, show, say what's up, whatever. Like all that means something. So just
Mm-hmm.
trying to keep it. We, me, you, we, and everyone just got to keep it going, man. But stronger this time, though. Stronger.
Yeah, yeah, hell yeah, man. That's what's up, man. So we gonna also, man, we got to do. We forgot to do the what you call them.
The
We didn't
South.
forget. I
The
think I got
South.
sick, but the Dirty South. Yeah, we got to do that
Yeah.
Dirty South part 2.
Yeah. But
Yeah, we
you
got to
got,
do.
but you got sick, so it's like shit. Ain't nothing you can do but get
Yeah,
well.
yeah, yeah. But I'm back, man. We could definitely plan that out. But yeah, so yeah, man, I'm back. So every Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we'll be right here, Sixth Element of Hip Hop. Monday, we do hip hop and comics. Wednesday, we usually talk about Star Wars or whatever Disney Plus shows on, or do a review, something like that. And obviously, Saturday is DC Power Hour. So we will see you guys next on Monday. But before that, we'll see you on IG tonight, guys, at 11:30. Bringing the new year together, man, with Cooks 24 podcast, man. I can't wait. So I will see y'all then. Salute. Peace to the
Well,
tribe.
peace to the tribe. Much love, everybody. Have a safe and happy New Year.
Peace.